Hi everyone, welcome to Elian'S Joy today. So glad to see you. I'm going to share with you a little bit about what I always say, a daily dose of pose. And these are exercises that will benefit you getting older and keeping a lot of chronic pain and a lot of accidents out of the way, right? Because that's what we want to do. A lot of people ask me, why can I not just do some things at home that will benefit me, because I do not always have time to go to the gym. I do not always have time to go to early morning classes. I do not have time when the kids are home and I need to cook or my evening life starts. So, and that is very understandable. So we all have to have a few things that we can do that are preventative forever, that will have great benefits for us, that will definitely help us in the future, still being very flexible and mobile and enjoying life, because that is so important. So thank you today for watching Elian'S Joy. I appreciate you. I have a wonderful show today, just about a few things that are simple, easy, approachable, that are effective, and that have great results if you do this every day at home. So let's talk about those things that we want to kind of prevent, right? And definitely have in mind for getting older. So that is just very basic movement patterns and basic daily activities, as we call it, activities of daily living. We have to kind of think about that, even when you're young, because we have a tendency of not wanting to think ahead, far ahead, and thinking about, oh, well, what's going to happen in 20 years? I'll tackle it then, right? And I'll just go about it then at that moment. But with the movement, it's so important to keep that at a constant level, at a constant daily, it should be a daily routine, right? Because then you just keep so many things away and so much chronic pain away. And we are already suffering from so much. In this sign of time, in this world right now, we sit a lot, we travel a lot, we sit again, we are just making a lot of forwards movements, we hunch a lot or slouch, I call that, on the couch. So those are not really healthy things for our spine. And that's where a lot of people connect or complain about back problems, chronic back pain, big. And we want to kind of keep that out. So what can we do? What is it, Elian, that you always talk about when you talk about the daily pose, the daily dose of pose? Just kind of like not even really yoga, but derived from the yoga techniques. Let's go over a few of those, because like I said, we never want to be confronted with the fact that we can't ambulate anymore, that we can't move and get up anymore, and we can't take care of our own hygiene, going to the bathroom, going to the toilets, and even preparing food and eating by ourselves. That should be something that we can do for a long time, and hopefully when we get older by ourselves. And that's why that is so important, right? These activities are very important because that gives us strength, it gives us self-esteem, it keeps us healthy, keeps us going, keeps us being busy with the family. And our bodies are meant to move. Ask caveman, right? Cavewoman. So our bodies are made to move. We got to keep that going. So all these activities of those little activities of daily living, we have to be preventative to make sure that we can do that at a later age. And we don't like to think about that every day, but yes, we have to sometimes think about the things that are good for us also 10, 20, 30 years from now. And I didn't do that when I was young, but I thought, well, I'm just going to attack it when it gets there. We're going to just go over that bridge when I'm standing in front of it. But that does not, with movement, that does not serve you very well. So let's try to see if we can go over some of those basic things, right? There's just a couple of basic movement patterns that are also coming back the whole day in everything that you do. In everything that you do. Those are a squat, a lunge, a twist, a pull, and a push, having a steady gait and bending over to the floor. And you do that all the time without thinking about it, till if something starts hurting and all of a sudden you think about it, right? You go, oh my, what is this, right? Back pain, back pain, back pain. Let's tackle a few of these things. In the first place, let's talk about keeping our posture, our heart open to the sky, and really being able to just standing up tall. It's very important. Just pull yourself a little taller. That's where it all is. So pull yourself a little taller up to the sky, by the center, by the spine, just as if you have a pulley to your higher power. Whoop, and you're being pulled up, right? That's really good. And then secondly, try to connect the abs, kind of tighten your abs, kind of zip it in and pull it in, and really feel that strength building up from that core area. Core is very important. We talk about it in all principles of fitness, exercise, movement. It is all about a powerhouse, about the core to keep your back strong, right? The center of life, we call that with Tai Chi. And that core is very important in what we're going to talk about as well, balance training. So let's talk about the very first thing that you can do every morning for yourself is getting up, relaxing your shoulders, move them a little bit, roll, right? If that feels weird, and do it with your arms, just kind of rolling, really big movements with your shoulders, just really feeling that opening in the chest and the back right there, just kind of moving into that upper body, moving into your upper back, and holding your neck sideways and just stretching through the neck muscles every day, right? You don't have to hold, you can just go sideways. But I want to keep my face, this is a tip so that you can remember it, in the mirror. I'm not tilting, not tilting down. So I'm going to keep my face in the mirror and just, oh, I already feel that stretch there, right? So much tension building up in our neck, tremendous tension. And there's so many reasons. It might just be cold weather. It might just be a situation that we are unknown with or unfamiliar with. And we're a little bit insecure, not knowing what's going to happen, insecure walking into the situation. That might be the case. It might also be a lot of stress and anxiety up here. And when we keep so much in our minds, it is always going to settle, manifest in our body. So you feel that immediate here, right? You feel that upper back and the shoulder stiffness, and you feel that tension, that mentally, that emotional tension that sets in your body right away. So we don't want that. We want to prevent that and just relax the shoulders, put them in the place where they belong, open your heart to the sky, pull yourself tall, right? It's always a good thing to start in the morning with, because that makes you feel a little bit more self-esteem, right? A little bit more. Just that is also, right? Cold weather, stress, tension, anxiety, self-esteem, right? And bad posture overall. That is all cause of the tension in your neck. So Elian'S says, relax your shoulders all the time. Open your heart to the sky, stand up tall. And pull your abs together a little bit, really feeling that right there in the center. And if you do that, and you feel that you're protecting your back because the core is strong. So number 2, what we want to do all the time, you can hook your fingers or you can just relax your arms, is twist. Twisting your upper body away from your hips, twisting the thoracic away from the lumbar part of your spine, keeping that movement, making that movement possible is very important. We want to be at all times, and even getting older, want to be able to look behind us. Let's say that we have that stability of our hips, right? Because we're sitting down or we're driving in the car. You want to be able to look behind you at upcoming traffic. And I hear so much that from my patients, my clients, my students, that they're not able to do so. They're really not able to move that upper back in the rib cage, right? That part away from the hips. So just make that movement. You can do that also when you're sitting down. When you're sitting down, you just twist away. Perfect, because your hips have to stabilize, right? So you just can pull and sit on that chair and just do that movement while you're twisting a little bit. Holding it with a deep breath. Exhale. Is really feeling that release of the tension of the muscles. It's very important to do that. We want to do it all the time. Number 3, getting out of bed in the morning, pushing your hips forwards. I call these two bones my headlights. Pull them up forwards. So really pushing through the hips here, pushing forwards, not bending backwards with your upper back, not necessary at all, and it might even forwards. Because the hip flexor is very important for, it's like a way for the sciatic nerve, right, towards your legs. And if there's tension, that it's so tight, right, from sitting, all tight right there, and short muscles. So we want to lengthen the muscles in the hips and upper legs. That makes a lot of sense, right? Instead of being all cramped up, because we stretch. So if you're standing up in the morning and you move your upper back, right, move your shoulders, do a twist, and then just pushing out the hips forward here, just feeling good. And that brings me to the next one. You also want to do that another way. You can do that another way. You can just hold on. I'm not sure if you're able to. If you're able to, you can just hold on to something and grab the hook. This way, you get also a little bit more stretch in your upper leg. So in your quadriceps going straight down, and I'm pushing. Yes, it's not always the case, but I have many videos. It's not always the case that you can do that easily, but I have many videos that give you an alternative. You can put your foot on the chair or on the couch and hold on to something. Always find your balance and do it that way, right? So we did the neck thing, we did the twist, push your hips up forwards. And if you want to do that a little bit more intense, then you're gonna just pick that foot up, right? You can definitely do that. The next thing that we want to do, number 4, every day, a couple times a day, wherever you are. You can do these separate. You can do these for a couple of minutes. That's the whole idea, that we don't have to go to the gym because maybe you didn't make it. So you can do this at home. Daily dose of postures everywhere. So the next one is that you're just rolling down, right? Stretch chin, shoulders, upper back, and you try to roll down as far as you can. We have to get that lower back in there and open and stretch through the spine. If you rather sit, do it on a chair and just kind of sit forward on the chair and lean into you want to scoot up a little forward and then just kind of lean into it, right? It's so good. Oh, yes. Right? You feel your back, you feel that stretch. You want to do that all the time because it stretches out the spine, so good for you. A lot of people like the machine where you can, I forgot the name for a second here. So inversion, right? So you can just kind of hang back, tuck your feet in there. Don't do it too long though, that's not good either, but your whole body weight is kind of hanging down and stretching your spine a little bit. So if you have one of those inversion tables and you're able to get your hands on one, very good. Minutes, but very good. Bring some life in it and just adjust and lengthen and feel that opening up, right? That makes very good sense because it will be preventative, not only that, but it also will take a lot of the pain already away that you had in your lower back just from being all crammed up and on top of each other and just a lot of compression there. So you want to relieve and release that maybe onset of chronic pain, or it might get worse sometimes, but we want to keep the doctor away as long as we can, right? And all these poses today, keep the doctor away. And the last one that I wanted to share with you is just a basic balance. Try it everywhere. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to hold on to the kitchen counter, or I'm going to hold on to the couch or the dining table or the wall, wherever you are. Now I'm just keeping my hips stabilized and I'm just lifting my leg up just a little bit off the floor. If you want to, just hold the leg still, but you can even bring some movement in. Now I want to hold on, let go, hold on, let go, hold on, let go. That's to test my balance. So to test my balance, I want to have a couple of times that I'm holding on and then I'm letting go. So that's really important. And if you do so, then that way you are at the same time everywhere, except for in the shower. You can everywhere practice your balance, just standing still, relaxing your shoulders. You see that? Heart's open to the sky, have my belly a little bit tucked, kind of bring that core in, and just bring that one leg under. So you see, I pulled myself up a little taller because it's easier to hold my balance. And I'm standing on one leg. Try it everywhere, all right? And then you can, at some point, you can do more with that leg and you can stick that foot behind your ear. Never mind. If you do these kind of things every day, these 5 exercises, you'll be in a lot. You'll have the benefits of it. You'll be in good shape. You'll just keep that basic going. You're not afraid of falling. And if you're falling, like we always joke in my classes, you're falling gracefully. Yes, you are preventing. You are preventing to fall bad, accidentally tripping, something like that. If you do so, you might break a hip or you might get terrible back problems. We don't want that. And we can't tackle it when we stand there at the moment it gets there, and we get there, and we think, oh, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Right? We want to be a little preventative about it. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. These are just some of these daily dose of exercise things that I share with everybody, because if we don't have time, we do still want to move. We do still want to move all the time. We want to keep busy and keep moving so that we stay in healthy shape. And I wanted to give you a couple of exercises that you recognize. You might think like, that's nothing, but it's big. It's big, especially when we get older. So start early, and so that we have a healthy, long, moving, dancing life, right? We want to keep dancing, keep moving, and be able to do what we like when we get there. So I wanted to share it with you. Thank you for watching. There's a lot of these more extended movements and daily dose of pose videos and balance videos and strength videos on my YouTube channel. So keep going there, www.elian'S.com. And if you go to my website, it takes you automatically to all these social media links and to YouTube, to my channel, so you can find all these videos back. And if you go there, do some of them with me. And that gives me a good incentive to put some more on. Right, and thank you for watching today. I'm so excited to be here on WinWinWomen.tv, and of course you can find the shows later on my YouTube channel. So thank you for watching. I hope you will move with me. I hope you'll dance with me. I hope you stay young, feel young, keep shining, and make it a fabulous day. Thank you for watching today. My name is Elian'S, and give me a shout out when you're there and it helps you. Thank you. Till next week. Bye.